Let's head now to the Ododiodoo Constituency, where my colleague akufo-addo is currently stationed there to keep us updated. Good morning, Komla.
Good morning, Etonam.
Right. Tell us what's happening in the Ododiodoo Constituency.
Well, Etonam, if you get here to the Ododiodoo Constituency, it's a relatively smooth event. More than 20 people have so far cast their ballots here. The expectation, according to electoral officials, is that some 229 individuals were to participate in this special voting exercise. So far, the numbers have been impressive from what we see here. In a short time, I will be engaging the supervisor for the Electoral Commission, Mr. Godwin Ayikpa, over here for the breakdown of the details. But when you get here, it's generally a smooth process. So officials are ensuring that the voters who turn up here necessarily go through the COVID-19 protocol. So there is a Veronica buckets, some sanitizers, a hand washing bowl, etc. over here. Your temperature is checked, and then once all those protocols are sorted out, you proceed to where the officials have the register. You go through, you identify your name, they issue you a ballot paper, you go to the booth, cast your ballot, and then you leave. It is a process that is not lasting more than 2 minutes when you calculate. And the police also tell us that this is a process that they are supervising because it is being organized or conducted at a police station here in Jamestown, which is the center for the special voting exercise being conducted this morning. So, Etonam, those are the general issues or observations you make when you get to the Jamestown police station proper, which is the voting center for the Ododiodoo constituency. In a short time, as I said, I'll be engaging the Electoral Commission supervisor here in the name of Godwin Ayikpa. He tells me that some 3 people earlier in the morning could not find their names on the special voting list, and so they were unable to participate in the process. But they've been assured that on December 7th, they will undergo the process. A short time ago as well, Etonam, the NPP parliamentary candidate, Neil Antibanaman, was here, and we engaged him briefly for his thoughts on the process so far. He says he's been impressed so far with the process because it's been peaceful, it's been straightforward. People just walk in less than 2 minutes, they are done and they walk out of here. But he says he's confident that by close of poll and of course on December 7th, when it's all said and done, he will emerge victorious here at the Ododiodoo constituency. Also, we've been speaking to the police commander, DSP Alexander Tieku. He says all plans are in place, and he's saying to us that they have ensured that the security for this particular election this year is high up. He tells us that there's been a standby setup of the FPU officials who will be here also on December 7th. They are getting some support from the Accra Regional Police, so they beef up security here. He's assuring us that there are not going to be any skirmishes that will characterize the election here on December 7th. Let me just now quickly interact with the Electoral Commission Supervisor, Godwin Ayikpa. Good morning. Welcome to TV3.
Good morning.
Tell us about the process so far. Earlier, when I was interacting with you, you told us that you were expecting some 229 voters.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And how many have voted so far? Do you know?
So far, we have about 63 voting as of now.
Okay, 63 people have voted so far. Now tell us about the 3 individuals or those who were unable to find their names on the voting list. What happens to them?
Yes, after explaining to them they can vote on the day of election, well, they were okay. They understood the process and then they just left. It wasn't anything that was actually baffling their mind. They were okay. They left.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the assurance is that on December 7th, these people will be able to vote.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now run us through the security arrangements. We've seen a lot of police officials. So of course, this is a police station as the voting center. But tell us about the collaboration between you and the police and the assurance you've gotten from the police that this year's election in this constituency will be peaceful.
Yes. Police have been our backbone in the district. Anytime we hold our meetings, we involve them. And even for today, as you can see, there's a police on duty who is also checking on their fellow police officials. They are collaborating with us and then helping us to kind of do our things in the peaceful way, so that nobody would doubt what we are doing and then people wouldn't come to argue with us. So, they are actually giving us security as well.
Okay.
As I'm talking to you, we have an officer at our office. So, per our interaction with them day in, day out, they kind of come in with advice.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about the COVID-19 protocols. I see you have a Veronica bucket, etc. here. But when the people come and in the event somebody's temperature rises above the normal, what happens to the individual?
Yes, we have communications or have done arrangements with the nearby polyclinic, that is Osha Clinic, such that the nurses there will come when we call them, especially when someone has a high temperature. The person will have to sit down, relax. After 10 minutes, we check the temperature again. During that 10 minutes, we will communicate, and then the nurses will come to our aid if we suspect anybody having symptoms of coronavirus.
So, Etonam, you just heard the Godwin Aikpa. He is the Electoral Commission supervisor here at the Jamestown Police Station. And so, as you can see, it's generally a smooth process here. The officials are ensuring that the people who turn up here, some 229 of them expected, will go through this process hitch-free and then get back to work.